Hey, this is Rob of the Actors Workshop, and this is a new episode of In the Abyss. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about a mentality when it comes to pursuing this business. And there's really two mentalities that I have dealt with in the 30 plus years of being in this industry. And that is there's a professional mentality, and then there's the amateur mentality. And I don't think anybody is deliberately trying to be in that amateur category. But what starts to happen is there is a self doubt or a wonder or am I ever going to make it kind of mentality that causes people to kind of drift toward where the amateurs go compared to the professional mentality, which is I am, I will, I am, I will, I'm going to, this is going to happen, right? And that belief. You know, one of the things that people always say is I'm chasing my dream. Well, you're always going to chase something that doesn't exist, right? When we're asleep, we dream, it's not real. So if you're chasing something that you want to label a dream, you're chasing something that's unattainable because it's not real, right? You have to make your dreams come true. And that comes from dedication, hard work, patience, and understanding that this business is a process and it takes time. You know, the one cool thing about this business is that it can happen at any time. Someone could see you, like you for a role, and then boom, you're off and running. On the flip side, what's tough about this business is there's no end game. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. You know, if you're a doctor and you go to med school and you go through the residency and you do all the different things you're supposed to do, there's a light at the end of the table or at the end of the tunnel. If you're an attorney and you go to law school and you pass the bar and you get into a firm and stuff, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But as actors, we don't really have a light at the end of the tunnel. We just kind of sit in the dark in a sense, and all of a sudden there's the light. And the whole thought process behind that is, are you prepared? Are you ready when that light hits you? And that's a lot of the thing with actors is they're not really ready when that hits, even though they think they are, or I've taken a few classes, or I've done a little bit here, done a little bit there, and all of a sudden it hits them and they're just not ready. Our job as actors is to keep working toward those goals, prepared. We should have that big goal, whatever that is, and then doing all those little goals, working toward that big goal. And in a situation now where we're in this quarantine situation, and now it looks like it's kind of ending, and we're going to kind of hopefully get back to work soon. There's a lot of things that you see out there that make you salivate. Ooh, maybe I can do this, an open casting call to this or that or whatever. And the bottom line is that if you're going to be a professional actor, you've got to chase the stuff that is professional. You go back 30 years, it was different. We had network TV and then we had film. That was it. That was the only way you had opportunities. Now, you fast forward all these years, you have Netflix, you have Vudu, you have YouTube Red, you have all those streaming, but then you have Showtime original programming and HBO and all of those, and then on top of the fact that you have original programming on TBS and TNT and for the younger people, Nickelodeon and Disney, etc. So there's a lot more opportunity to be out there, be seen, and work in legit things in our business. But on the flip side, because of the internet and social media and stuff, there's a lot of amateur stuff, such as webisodes. I always laugh when I see someone go, "Hey, I was in this minute and a half webisode series." Come on, that's not a series. That's just people justifying the ends to the means, right? I'm doing this, and this justifies me putting in this time. Same with shorts or music videos or things like that. Either you're going to be a film actor or a TV actor, or you're not. There's no in between, and that's the harsh truth. If you're really going to be successful, you have to have the mentality that I am going to do film, and then work backwards, because TV is connected with film, but the film mentality is the way to go. And if you think that way, you're going to give yourself an opportunity. Of course, there's no guarantees, but the whole idea behind it is to have the mindset to be successful, and the pinnacle is film. If you're doing all those other things to buy time, I hear it all the time. Well, shouldn't I do it for just get some experience? And my response is always the same. Would you have a medical student perform a surgery on you? Would you have a law student represent you in court? Of course not. So why would you have a student director, an amateur director, somebody who's just trying to get going to direct you or guide you or work with amateur actors? It still is going to be a reflection on you. And to me, it's always like those fish in the fishbowl, right? They're all swimming together, all doing the amateur things. It's the individuals who go, no, I want more than that, that swim away from the school of fish and kind of go and do their own thing. Those are the ones that stand out. So you have to ask yourself, where do you lie, right? Am I a professional or am I an amateur? And I think what people are going to think is, in their minds, well, I'm a professional. But I'm talking deep down in your heart of hearts, where's your mentality? And if you think like a professional, you're giving yourself a chance. If you don't, you're not. Just some things to think about while we are in the hopefully final weeks of this quarantine. And, if you have any questions, reach out, www.theactorsworkshop.com. You can email me from there or leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer and help in any way I can. Hope everybody's staying healthy and safe, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.